The world in crisis. The world today is in a state of crisis. From the shattered buildings of Gaza to the looming shadow of war between Israel and Iran, from the frozen front lines of Ukraine to the fractured trust between nations, we watch, some in pain, some in anger, many in confusion. But ask yourself, what are we truly seeing? Are we witnessing reality? Or a version of it filtered through emotion, belief, bias, and the constant noise of media? Today, the loudest voices don't always speak truth, they often speak confirmation. Confirmation of what we already believe. What we already want to be true. But as Rumi said, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And in order for life and truth to move through us, we must first let go of preconceived notions. These are opinions, beliefs, and assumptions formed before we've listened, before we've understood. They are mental shortcuts that feel safe, but often mislead. They limit our understanding. They build invisible walls between ourselves and others. Assumptions hinder honest interaction, they cloud the lens through which we see the world. They reinforce conflict, not clarity. So we return to a fundamental truth: in discussion, in conflict, in crisis, we must begin with a clear mind. Don't get lost in your pain, Rumi said. Know that one day your pain will become your cure. And what is the cure? It is dialogue, real dialogue. Not debate. Not shouting. Not winning. But why do we argue or discuss in the first place? At its highest purpose, argument is not a battle to win, but a cooperation to uncover the truth. We enter a discussion because there is a lack of clarity, a problem or question that demands understanding. A useful argument, then, is one where both parties are jointly investigating reality, not defending their personal beliefs. The mindset we must adopt is one of openness, of setting aside our prejudices, opinions, and the urge to be right, so we can look freshly at the issue together. If I come into a discussion to prove I'm right and you're wrong, and you do the same, then we are not discussing anything. We are merely colliding egos. Most arguments today are not rooted in a desire to discover, but in a desire to dominate, and that always leads to conflict. Before any meaningful discussion can take place, we must remind ourselves, the purpose is to discover truth, not to take sides. When we argue from a place of fixed belief, there is no dialogue. There is only echo. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. Rumi. That is where change begins, in the space beyond ideology. Jiddu Krishnamurti reminds us, so long as we do not understand ourselves, we are always on the edge of darkness. The world is on fire, yes. But we lit the match. With hatred. With tribalism. With pride disguised as patriotism. Krishnamurti also said, we have reduced the world to its present state of chaos by our self-centered activity, by our prejudices, our hatreds, our nationalism, and again the crisis is not out there in the world, it is in our own consciousness. This is why, when we speak of Israel and Gaza, of Russia and Ukraine, of Iran and the West, we must speak not from blind loyalty or emotional reaction, but from reflection, from openness, from stillness. Has anyone ever changed another's mind by shouting? Has truth ever emerged from domination? Raise your words, not voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Rumi. We do not need more thunder in the world. We need more rain, more calm truth, more silent courage. Let us enter our conversations with an open mind. Let us leave behind our flags, our fears, our rigid identities, at least for a moment. And see the human being behind every label. The suffering behind every headline. Let us ask, not which side is right, but what is just? What is real? What would love do in this moment? The world is in a crisis. But perhaps the deeper crisis is this: we no longer know how to listen. Let us start again, not with the intention to persuade, but with the willingness to see. To meet in that field beyond right and wrong. Because there and only there can peace begin.